Minister and Jamaica Labour Party leader, the Most Honourable Holness, issued a charge to Labourites and indeed all right-thinking Jamaicans last evening in addressing a meeting in West Central St. James. He has urged us to protest.
Place to protest in the market, to protest wherever you are of the bad mindism of the PNP that is trying to bring down the progress of the people.
And this protest is not destructive in nature. The protest to which the Prime Minister and our party leader has called us is a protest to respond to and push back against the PNP's falsehoods, envy and deceit. What the PNP is calling on the government to do is something that is wrong. It would be highly improper and irregular for the government to interfere or otherwise unduly insert itself into a process that is the sole prerogative of the Public Service Commission. The public should, quote, take sleep and mark death, end quote.
The Prime Minister, in his act of stupidity, calling on the Labourite to come out and counter demonstration and make trouble, and the Labourite did not heed to his call. Mr. Holness, you show flop again, and it only goes to show you that we are not stupid in this country.
The public should, quote, take sleep and mark death, end quote.
You know, as you can hear from the singing and the shouting behind me, these people are here this morning. A lot of PNP supporters, hundreds of supporters in fact, have been here since 9 o'clock this morning at Hero Circle, right across from the Ministry of Finance. And they say they're appealing for the end to corruption in the country, as well as they want the Prime Minister to rescind the appointment of Dennis Chung to the Financial Investigations Division. And this is what some of the people had to say.
Enough corruption, man. We cannot take no more of this Angel-led corrupt administration. It is too much on the Jamaican poor people now.
We are gathering here today to state to the Jamaican people, we do not support this. We stand against this. Time come for good governance in the country. Time come for a government that is above board. Time come for a new government that the people can have trust and confidence in. The Prime Minister, in his act of stupidity, calling on the Labourite to come out and counter demonstration and make trouble, and the Labourite did not heed to his call. Mr. Holness, you show flop again, and it only goes to show you that we are not stupid in this country.
In terms of logistics, there are several police officers here, and they have been maintaining the peace, ensuring the smoothest sale of traffic here, and just to ensure that people know why they're here, and to also ensure that there are no disruptions here. There are some people who told me that they left work this morning just to be here because they're concerned about their future.
Now, big up to the Jamaican people, them. I feel proud to see how mature they were yesterday. I was worried, you know. Intermediate number 28 come out with a big speech, you know. And become true, me know say some Labourites. But I guess them get the message. Say number 28 is only setting them up to meet them maker. And if them don't get the message yet, them are gonna get it anytime it's too late. Now welcome back to another Exclusive for Live. Now blessing goes out to all my viewers and all my subbies, all my well wishers. Like, share and also subscribe if you haven't done so already. Coming up in today's topic and review. Now bless them best of my viewers and my subscribers. Thank you so much for tuning in to another Exclusive for a topic discussion and review. Now I wanna first send a special shout out to the peace officers of Jamaica who held the peace yesterday during the protest. It's warm my heart to see that the people of Jamaica has matured, because I don't think not one Labourite went out yesterday to protest, so clearly they didn't follow number 28 instruction, because them his instruction was a destruction instruction. I have to be frank, you understand? So it pleases me this morning to see that, you know, I can sit here and a broadcast say we had a peaceful demonstration, and it send a strong message to the governing party. However, here we have Marlon. I say I represent Burkina Faso. It's funny.
This.
The one and only Cliff. Marlon Morgan.
By the 7 minutes going up to 11, who do I have? Marlon? Who is this? Which Marlon is this?
The one and only Cliff. Marlon Morgan.
By the way, you know what them call you?
Idiot Amin is over here complaining.
I've been called many things.
Is what's his name again? Idiot. Lieutenant Idiot Amin.
And I'm sure
is
going
this
forward
weekend I saw it.
Many things.
This weekend I saw it. Idi Amin.
Is who tell us you look good with Barrett?
The comments them say Idi Amin.
What they sought to do, Cliff, was to take an African leader in relation to whom there's not a lot of positive sentiment and not a positive legacy, overlooking the person who I repose and possess a lot of respect for, actually, who is the late, great Thomas Sankara of Burkina Faso fame. So he's the person who inspires my beret. And as we're seeing now, one of his grandsons following in his fine traditions, that being the great Ibrahim Traore.
Well, he's not great yet. He's not great yet. He is showing promise.
Well, there you go.
Idi Amin. The comments them say Idi Amin.
God, this clip is one of the funniest clip because me no know you don't have no similarity. You have nothing at all, bruv. You cannot even sit. You cannot even go to Africa right now, bruv. So me no know where I come talk about you represent Ibrahim Traore. Now I want to share a clip with you of Ibrahim Traore send a strong message to the Jamaican people. And I hope this message has I hear some supporters of Holness, because I know there are enough Labourite out there when me talk to say them not like what Holness are going with. Those are real Labourites, because them remember, you know what I mean, the goodness of the Labourite party. But you have Holness followers which are separate from the Jamaican Labour Party supporters, who can see that what he's doing to the JLP party, what is he doing to the party? The man a mash up the thing.
The hierarchy of the JLP should now do the right thing. Ask Andrew to call election and then to step down. Andrew has no moral authority to rule a country. I mean, he has no moral authority to rule a JLP. Worst, absolutely none to rule a country. The man is corrupt, immoral, has no integrity. And really, the JLP, the hierarchy, should not stand behind this gentleman. Your country comes first. To do the right thing, the hierarchy, get rid of this monster amongst your midst. He is not equipped to rule the JLP, must just rule the country. Immoral character.
You understand? Yeah. While you have some Holness supporters that doesn't see nothing more than Holness. Now, to honor, I'm gonna send on this message, because I always say me don't have nothing positive to put out. Now, you can hear Labourite mentor or whatever he is for number 28 saying that he will feel Berwick because he represent Ibrahim Traore.
Actually, who is the late, great Thomas Sankara of Burkina Faso fame. So he's the person who inspires my beret. And as we're seeing now, one of his grandsons following in his fine traditions, that being the great Ibrahim Traore.
Well, he's not great yet. He's not great yet. He is showing promise.
Well, there you go.
Idi Amin.
God Almighty, this looks serious, man.
When this man have nothing close to Ibrahim Traore, no, nothing at all. Now I want you to listen this positive message from Ibrahim Traore, the man that number 28 says he does not want to come to Jamaica. This man that sending out this message to Uno Jamaicans, Uno number 28 say he do not want this man in Jamaica. He's banned from Jamaica. Now listen to this message from Ibrahim Traore to every Jamaican, and I hope this one empower you, give you the strength and the wisdom and the knowledge for be someone that represent the truth, fairness, godliness, honesty.
Brothers and sisters of Jamaica, I greet you with the fire of the ancestors burning in my chest and the red dust of Burkina Faso still on my boots. I come not as a head of state speaking to a foreign people, but as a son of Africa reaching out to his kin across the sea. I come as a revolutionary brother who recognizes in your struggles the reflections of our own. I come to honor your pain, salute your courage, and share in your enduring vision of freedom, from Ouagadougou to Kingston. From the Sahel winds to the tropical breeze of the Caribbean, we are bound by the same ancestral drumbeat. We are the children of ancient civilizations disrupted by conquest, torn by slavery, and tested by imperial deception. Yet we are also the descendants of those who never bowed, the Maroons who defied empire, the Burkinabe who rose with Sankara, the freedom fighters whose spirits still roam our hills, mountains, and deserts. Our story is not one of defeat, it is one of unbroken resistance. Jamaica, you are not small. You are mighty in memory, in rhythm, in soul. You are the flame that has kept burning in the night of oppression. You are the defiance of Queen Nanny, the vision of Marcus Garvey, the revolution of sound that came from Peter Tosh and Bob Marley. Your island is not isolated, it is a beacon, a fortress of the African spirit in the Atlantic. When I listen to Bob Marley, I do not hear entertainment, I hear sacred instruction. Emancipate yourselves from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our minds. These words echo in every occupied corner of our continent. For while the chains of iron were broken long ago, the chains of the mind still hold many of us hostage. They come not with soldiers, but with debt. They come not with whips, but with NGOs. They do not enforce submission through colonial laws, but through economic blackmail, cultural domination, and the silencing of truth. Africa knows this well. In Burkina Faso, we buried Thomas Sankara, a son of the soil who dared to dream aloud. He spoke of self-reliance, dignity, and anti-imperialism. For that, they killed him. Not just foreign agents, but collaborators from within. That is the great tragedy of our times. That betrayal too often wears a familiar face. Yet the flame he lit has not died. It has moved from village to village, heart to heart, until once again, the people have stood and said, enough. We are reclaiming our voice, our resources, our futures. And in doing so, we recognize the same spirit in you, Jamaica. Jamaica, your story is Africa's story. Your Maroons are our freedom fighters. Your sugar fields mirror our cotton plantations. Your stolen children found themselves on ships whose sails were soaked in blood. And yet you built music from suffering, wisdom from wounds, and solidarity from struggle. Peter Tosh roared, I don't want no peace. I need equal rights and justice. This is not a protest, it is a prophecy. Peace without justice is the silence of the oppressed. We do not want handouts. We want fairness. We want truth. We want the world to see us not as problems to manage, but as partners in the shaping of a new global reality. But the system is not neutral. The West did not become powerful through diplomacy alone. It gained its wealth from stolen labor, looted resources, and conquered minds. And when we resist, they do not hesitate to destabilize, discredit, or destroy. We have seen it with Lumumba, with Nkrumah, with Gaddafi, and again with every African nation that tries to stand upright. And yet, they fear our unity. They fear the moment when Africa and the Caribbean, when the children of the diaspora and the children of the continent recognize that we are one. That fear is justified, for that moment has arrived. You are not a dot on a map. You are not a nation of 9 parishes. You are not just reggae and beaches. You are the heartbeat of a global consciousness. Your resistance echoes from Accra to Addis Ababa. Your pride feeds the souls of those still struggling to walk upright in a world built to keep them crawling. Jamaica, your youth are warriors of knowledge, of rhythm, of revolution. Do not wait to be told you matter. Stand, create, mobilize, build cooperatives, guard your land. Teach your children the stories not found in colonial textbooks. Let them know their lineage is not one of shame, but of unmatched strength. To the elders, we thank you. Your memory is sacred. You who remember when resistance had a cost, when black skin was a target, when black thought was a threat, you are the living libraries of our struggle. Your wisdom is our blueprint. Tell us the names they tried to erase. Sing the songs they feared. Carry the flames they tried to extinguish. To the leaders I offer a challenge. Be not middlemen for empire. Be not brokers of foreign interest. Be servants of the people. Build economies that feed your people, not your bank accounts. Reject policies that silence the poor to please the powerful. Know that history will remember, and it will judge. To the artists, the poets, the musicians, be prophets. Do not let your art be tamed by the market. Create not for profit alone, but for liberation. Let your verses be swords. Let your paintings be protests. Let your lyrics carry the rage, the joy, the dreams of the people. To the farmers, thank you. You who still understand the sacredness of land. You who feed nations while the world turns to artificial convenience. You are the keepers of true wealth. To the women queens of our lineage, warriors of our future, you are not background. You are not support. You are leaders. Raise your voices. Guard your daughters. Shape the policies. Lead the movements. Without you, there is no revolution. Let us build a new axis not of exploitation, but of solidarity. Let our trade routes carry cassava and yam, not cocaine and guns. Let our classrooms teach African literature and Caribbean poetry. Let our children know that they are heirs not to trauma, but to greatness. Let us declare an end to being laboratories for foreign experiments. Let us fund our own research, heal our own wounds, tell our own stories, trust our own instincts, celebrate our own holidays, honor our own gods. Let us imagine the future. A Jamaica with food sovereignty, universal education, and dignified housing. A Burkina Faso with clean water, just laws, and strong institutions. A global black community that does not beg but builds. That does not apologize but asserts. Let this be our mission, not nostalgia, but forward motion. Not despair, but defiance. Not revenge, but reconstruction. The drums have never stopped. The ancestors are watching. The youth are rising. The soil is still rich. The dream is still alive. One Africa. One Caribbean. One struggle. One destiny. Thank you.